What's up everyone, Arctic here, bringing you guys a brand new Halo 4 gameplay. This is some Infinity Slayer on the map Opus, and I am starting this game off the right way with the battle rifle instead of switching through. You guys remember last commentary I did, I had the DMR, and trying to switch that out with the battle rifle to get some more practice in before this huge update on June 3rd, which is coming up next week. And I have plasma grenades, and I think my ability is Promethean Vision. So that's what I started using Promethean Vision. I was going to do it as a tips and tactics video, and then I kind of got burned out on Halo. So maybe I'll revisit it again and talk about some of the points. I still have my notes up from that particular video I was going to do, and maybe I'll continue it post update just to get things going and just offer up some of my own feedback on the game. I do feel like I'm playing significantly better than the first couple of videos that you guys saw, and I really haven't sunk that much time into playing and trying to get up to par. It's just like, I mean, it's almost like riding a bike, to be honest. You know, I played every single Halo, so you know, once I get going, it won't take me too long to get acclimated to the game. I think the biggest thing that was really throwing me off was sensitivity settings, especially with the Sabertooth. I just haven't played a whole lot of Halo with the Sabertooth, and trying to get used to the controller and the sensitivity settings kind of throws me off. I think the first day of my aim was all over the place. I actually had a couple guys that were kind of laughing about it. I think Suicide Fox was one of them. After that, it felt a little bit tighter as the day progressed, but today when I hopped on for this gameplay and a couple others that I played, it felt really tight, so I didn't feel like I was missing too much. I even grabbed a sniper a couple times that you guys will see in this game, and I did okay. Didn't get in. I don't think I got any kills. Got some body shots, and I was just trying to whip shots pretty much and see if I could connect. But in terms of gameplay, I might talk a little bit about it, but the main focus I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about again was that update that's coming up. We will have Quinn DelHoyo on our 18th episode of Frag Logic next week. That's June 4th. It'll be at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. You know, they're 3 for 3s over there on the West Coast, so that's 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And Quinn is a multiplayer designer over there at 343. So I want to say he's probably largely the guy that has been looking at the weapons and saying, okay, we need to make these balance adjustments. And he's been talking with a lot of players in the community, both pro players and normal players alike. I loved that I got that kill, because I felt like, oh man, I'm back, baby. Then I died to that grenade, like celebrating in my head. But anyway, Quinn, at least in my opinion, has probably been the driving force behind getting some of these weapon tuning changes, which it seems like a lot of the die-hard Halo fans have kind of been asking for. And I've been poking here and there on their community sites to see, you know, what the community has been talking about. And surprisingly, there's a lot of overlap. I think I talked about this before. A lot of overlap and complaints about the change in direction of the game versus previous games. It happens every single iteration of a game and a franchise title. You see things similar discussion. You know, some people want it to stay the same, some people want it to be a little bit different. No one can really agree on anything, and that's kind of what you see in Halo. Now, there are a couple glaring issues, I think, with the game in terms of the DMR, and some of the other rifles just don't feel as good. Battle rifle being one that I think could use a little buff, and you know, that's what they have coming into play. Now, right here, I grabbed this rocket, and I was trying to sneak. I wanted to get a double really bad, because those guys were sitting up on that ledge up there on red, and that guy went out, and I was like, oh, there's still two guys up there. So I wanted to hit the tip of that to see if it would kill him, and I shot it just a little bit too high. Again, I think that was the first time I shot the rocket launcher since I started playing Halo again, so felt, I don't know, odd. And then I switched right there, and I thought I had my pistol out. Got the kill because he threw down that sticky detonator, and it was too close to him, and he was one shot. So, I mean, I got the kill, but it's not the way I wanted to get it. That was just some stuff I was thinking about I wanted to talk about real quick on this gameplay. But anyway, so yeah, in terms of what balance changes, they have coming in, the very first episode I talked about, some of the episode, the very first Halo video I came back and did on Opus, actually. I talked about some of the changes they had going into effect, and after playing some more, I kind of agree with, for the most part, everything that they're doing. I think the biggest thing I kind of still have a problem with is the distinction between the light rifle and the DMR. I feel like, I understand that they wanted to introduce this weapon as a part of the Promethean's, I don't know, set of weapons that they use in game, but I mean, just overall, it doesn't. There's not enough distinction between the DMR and the light rifle to have it in the game. That's just my personal opinion. And then in the following Halos, I mean, I guess the Prometheans are probably going to stick with it, but let's say they go up to Halo, what would it be at that point? 9? 6? 7? 7? Halo 7? Yeah. So, are they going to keep the Promethean set of weapons, or are they going to move on to something else? It's like, after that, I mean, what else can they do? Which I think is kind of concerning for me, at least from the standpoint of what's going to be different about the weapons after they get to, the 8th, 9th, 10th game, if they continue on, if they follow the footsteps of Call of Duty. I think that's probably the biggest thing that's kind of hurting me, is some of the distinctions between the guns isn't quite there. So even with the balance changes, I think there'll be some overlap. It's like, well, I can use this or I can use this, because they're not really that different. And I remember when Quinn was first tweeting when I was playing quite a bit, he asked me on Twitter, like, if you made some changes to the light rifle or to the DMR, how would they feel? And based off of the way he worded it, basically the DMR at that point became a light rifle, or vice versa, a light rifle became a DMR. And it's really hard to tell them apart. So I think that's probably what I'm most interested in seeing with these changes, is those particular two weapons in tandem, how they kind of work against each other or with each other, and seeing if it really makes a difference. You know what I mean? I'm really concerned that it's just going to be the same old same. Now here's where I picked up the sniper. You guys can see I'm kind of all over the place. Not terribly missing, but in the second half of this, I wanted to talk about what it's like to. I mean, like I said, I'm not new to Halo. I'm not a new player. I'm not a pro player at Halo. I feel like I'm a good player, but coming back after playing a whole bunch of different games, and then trying to get on and play with people that have been playing for a while, it can be kind of frustrating, and you almost have like a new player experience, I think, because maps are different for one. This is only the second time that I've played Opus, so I had to really think about the layout of the map and how it was flowing in order to kind of understand where people were going to be and where were the hot spots. So, that experience so far has been pretty interesting to kind of, I don't want to say relearn the game, because the basic mechanics I have down, but learning maps, seeing where, high traffic spots are going to be, getting reacclimated to some of the power weapons like the sniper, the rockets, and just remembering those baby steps almost. That's what it kind of feels like. But the progression is obviously a lot faster since I have prior experience. But I think it's really interesting to step away from a game for a little while and then come back to it and see how the community is playing, how they're reacting, and different things that they're talking about. So I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Again, Quinn DelHoyo will be on Frag Logic June 4th, so submit your questions for him about the game, and I look forward to having our little shindig with him. And until the next time, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for future videos on my channel.